Hi, Alan here once again. Yeah, I put up a video the other day about tinned goods. Yeah, it is happening in parts of the country that people are struggling to get canned produce. Another thing I would like to let people know about is this. If you have debt, any form of debt, right, and stuff, what I'm going to tell you to do is try and pay it off as much as you can. Because I've been getting I think what it was 5 of my friends. And what happened was that they paid their debt off, right? They paid it off. But once they'd done that, right, they put some money into the bank. What happened after that? Their account got seized, right? Be very aware of this. Once you've cleared your debt, right, find somewhere else to bank. Find somewhere to bank. Credit union, a credit union, or a credit union and another bank. Don't keep your money in one bank, because you don't know if that bank branch is going to close or not. Because like another thing was, if you have a mortgage and you come unemployed, right, some banks are turning round and seizing people's accounts. Yeah. So what will happen is the account will be seized, right? If you're on, like, say, state benefits and stuff like that. Because what will happen is the money will go into your account, but you won't be able to get at it. So whatever you do, make sure whatever debts you have, make sure you get rid of them. Pay them off as quickly as possible. Because a lot of banks are turning around and saying, like, especially if you're on universal credit or any form of state assistance, they will basically take your money. So make sure that you have some money set aside, not in a bank account. Get a tin money, one of them safe boxes sort of thing, and get one of them. And if you have more than one car, and I think it's about time you started car sharing. Get rid of one, because if you've got debts and stuff, they'll be coming for you. Another thing that I've heard about, these are for people in the United States and Canada. There is talk of a digital dollar, and I must admit, if this happens, it's going to be bad for everybody, even here in the UK. The other thing is, if you have extra money to hanging around, buy gold or silver, and a fair bit of it, so that you've got something like that, and put that in a safe box. But what I am going to say to you is this: if you have a safety deposit box with any bank, right? With any bank, and there is a run on the banks, they will seize your assets in that deposit box, right? You'll have no access to it. So whatever you do, right, don't keep that type of stuff in a bank with where things are going at this moment in time, because the banks will seize it. Because some of these banks now are getting desperate for assets to get capital on. So, be cautious, be wary of what is happening. And in my last video, I told you about the long life food. Yeah, it has been confirmed. Governments are buying it up, and so that it's kept out of our hands. And so be ready, folks. Yes, and there are going to be shortages, but prep appropriately and calmly. Like, get a couple of extra tins of stuff when you do your weekly shop. Put them in a box, and until you've got a good amount. If you can do the septic tank thing and bury it in your garden and cover it up, and don't tell anybody that it's there, do that, because at the end of the day, you don't want anybody knowing what you've got, because people do bad things when the situation gets bad. And also, a lot of my friends are buying gold. Guys, if you're buying gold, you need it physical in your hand. Put it in a safe place. Don't tell anybody what you've got in the house or anything. Just keep quiet about it. And things are going to get bad. And people who live in Canada and the US, like I said earlier, there are rumours that the Canadian money is going to go to a digital format. And it's same with the United States. The UK is also looking at it. So be wary, be mindful. One of the other things I'd like to let you know about, there are going to be more and more Manchester projects coming online very soon. And yeah, it's coming up to what? Over 100 billion. It's getting over 100 billion now for the GMCA area. So, but it's all going to blow back on us very soon. And if you have cash, don't keep it, just do a bit, keep some in the bank, but not all of it. Put some in there, one of them box things, like I said before, and basically have some physical gold and silver in a safe place, but not in an actual bank itself, because if there is a run on the banks, right? When there is a run on the banks, any assets that they have on their property will be seized and sold on the open market, even though that it's yours. So I'm warning you now, folks. Be mindful and be ready. Big massive shout out to all my subscribers. I'm not panic mongering or anything like that, but be ready, folks, because this is just the start, of what is going to happen. And you've got to keep in mind that your family could be at major risk if you don't do preparation right. And I'm serious about this. And because there's a lot of people in Canada turning round, and Justin Trudeau is turning round and doing this. Joe Biden was even speaking about this. It's not good. It's not good. A digital currency would mean, in real terms, right, your dollar, right, the dollar will be, it could basically fall to half the value of what it is. It could even go to a quarter of the value of what it is. So be ready and, take precautions. And, it ain't going to be good. It's not clever. Because what's Ukraine, it's just the start of things, mate, guys and girls and subscribers. It's just the start of some more, bad news. And also, COVID figures are starting to spiral up again. So be mindful and be wary of some people. Try not to go too close to folk, because, we'll just have to wait and see how it goes. So I'm going to bugger off now, and I'm going to go and try and get some sleep. And I just hope I'm not scaring anybody, but things are going to get from bad to worse. And as I said, do your buying in. Buy a few extra tins when you're there out and about shopping, and really think about where you go shopping, because prices will fluctuate in different places. So you got to be mindful of that. If it's stuff that you really, really need, and there's always an alternative to it. And I mean, there is always an alternative to it. Well, I'm going to bugger off now, and hopefully we'll get another video for you tomorrow. And, well, hasta luego.